Hello, I'm Greta Tita Jita Mayor. Thank you so much for subscribing this channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, so that others will also be equipped about their potential and discover their purpose. And if you are new, click the subscribe and notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I will upload a new video. In this channel, you will receive Wisdom for Living. We are now on day 265, Under the Circumstances. At ang text natin ay makikita sa Hebrews chapter 13 verse 21. Equip you with everything good for doing His will, and may He work in us what is pleasing to Him. Through Jesus Christ, to whom be glory forever and ever. Amen. Sabi niya rito, equip you with everything good for doing His will. Ibig sabihin, lahat na kailangan natin ay binigay niya na para matupad natin yung ating layunin, yung kanyang layunin sa buhay natin. At magawa natin kung ano yung pleasing. Sabi niya, He may work in us what is pleasing to Him. Sa pamamagitan ni Jesus Christ. So it means including all the circumstances. Hindi lang yung ating mga need, resources, mga material na bagay, but even circumstances. So, ibig sabihin, walang aksidente. Kaya, hindi pwedeng mga circumstances ang magpahadlang sa atin. Kaya yung title natin, Under Circumstances. One reason we fail to progress in fulfilling our purpose is that we have accepted the present state of our lives as the best we can do under the circumstances. So, dahil sa mga pagkakataon, yung karamihan, di ba, naririnig natin, ay, buti pa sila. Ay, kayo kasi may ganito, sa amin wala. Or, dito kasi ako sa Pilipinas yung ating government o yung kalagayan namin o yung mga Filipino, hindi kasi ganito yung kanilang mga kultura. So, yon. Now, many times ay ganun yung nangyayari. Dahil sa circumstances, dahil sa nararanasan, dahil sa kung saang lugar o sa sitwasyon financially or any circumstances, yun yung naghahadlang at tinanggap na, ganito na lang talaga ako. Ay, hindi ko na talaga siguro pwedeng gawin yun. Although natuklasan mo na, alam mo na yung layunin mo, pero wala ka pa rin ginagawa dahil sabi mo, magagawa ko lang ito kapag nasa ibang lugar na ako. Or magagawa ko lang ito pag may pera na ako. Or magagawa ko lang ito kapag nakapagtapos ako ng pag-aaral. So, yun yung ating mga dinadahilan. And those are circumstances. Remember, maraming mga tao na mga hindi sila natapos, di ba? Yung example, isang example ay si Bill Gates, hindi naman siya nakapagtapos, pero ginamit niya yung kanyang potential. So, this concept under the circumstances serves to imprison us and to immobilize our God-given ambition because so many of us have surrendered to the status quo and have become prisoners of the war for our minds. So, it means it is in the mind. Nasa isipan lang natin. Kahit alam mo pa na may purpose ka, kahit natuklasan mo pa yung purpose mo, kahit na alam mo na lahat na resources nandyan, pero dahil sa mga circumstances na dumarating, ay pwede kang hadlangan at sasabihin mo na, okay na ako dito. Total, may bahay na ako, may sasakyan na ako, or may bahay na ako, may family na ako, may kita na ako. It's okay. It's fine. And I'm serving the Lord, it's fine. So, faithful naman ako sa aking ministry. So, bakit ko pa gagawin yun? So, naging comfortable na lang siya. Status ko, yung comfortable zone, ayan. We surrender to the status quo. Okay naman yan, nagsaserve na ako sa Lord, okay naman yan, faithful naman ako, may ministry naman ako sa church, okay naman yan kasi naisaserve ko yung gift ko. But the question is, have you fulfilled or are you fulfilling the reason for your existence na natuklasan mo? Are you doing something? Yun yung dapat nating makawala sa ating isipan. Huwag tayong makontento or mahadlangan ng any circumstances. We forget that circumstances are simply temporary arrangement of life to which we are all exposed. we overlook or disregard the fact that these circumstances are designed to identify, expose, develop, refine, and maximize our true potential. So, nalimutan natin na yung mga circumstances na ito ay isang paraan upang ma-expose yung ating mga dinidisregard na mga galing natin, or sabi niyo, we overlook or disregard the fact that these circumstances are designed to identify. So, na-design nyo ito, pinapahintulutan na ito yung circumstances na maranasan natin para mailabas mo at ma-refine yung gift or potential na mayroon ka. Di ba yung sinasabi nila na adrenaline? Dahil sa sitwasyon na yan na natuklasan mo na kaya mo pala. Ayan. Kung maalala nyo yung example natin na si Dr. Miles yung kanyang illustration na kung hindi siya tinahulan ng aso, ng matindi, at hindi dahil sa takot niya, hindi niya ito tutuklasan na kaya niya palang lumukso ng ganong kataas. Ayan. So, di ba? Yung sinasabi natin na lumalabas yung galing mo, lumalabas yung lakas mo sa sitwasyon na hindi mo inaasahan kasi kailangan mo. Ayun. Pagiging creative mo lumalabas sa mga crisis na mga panahon, sa mga challenges or problema. Yun, lumalabas yung ating pagiging, sabi nila, diskartidor. Ayan, diskarte na maayos, siyempre. So, ibig sabihin, the circumstances should not restrict us or stop us or hinder us in fulfilling the purpose why God created us. But, these circumstances ay maging positive yung ating approach, mag-respond tayo dahil through this ay ma-identify natin na may galing pala tayong ganyan, or ma-expose, or ma-develop, or ma-refine, or ma-maximize natin yung ating potential. Kagaya nung sinasabi ko ay nakaraan din na illustration ko dahil nalimutan yung dapat ko na sahog sa aking lulutuin, di gumana yung aking initiative na kung saan na binigay ni God. So it means in the circumstances or unpleasant circumstances, those are the ways in order that our potential will be exposed, in order that our creativity will be exposed, mailabas natin, and our potential. So, ang mga circumstances na dumarating sa buhay natin ay hindi hadlang, kundi paraan upang ma-develop, ma-expose, o ma-maximize natin yung ating mga potential. Whatever circumstances you are in right now, that is a way for you to expose your potential, develop, or refine your gift. So it's not what happens to us that matters, but what we do with what happens. Much of the time, we are not responsible for our circumstances, but we are always responsible for our response to those circumstances. One key to maximizing your potential is to become dissatisfied with the circumstances that restrict, limit, and stifle your potential. So, dahil sa circumstances na yan, ay pwedeng mo maximize ang iyong potential at pwede kang makailabas ang iyong potential dahil dissatisfied ka. Sabi mo, pagod na ako sa ganitong sitwasyon. Until we don't become angry with any situation, we will not change or we will not do something. As long as you tolerate something, you will not do anything. Wala kang gagawin para malampasan yan kasi tinutolerate mo. But what you tolerate, you cannot change. Ayun, yung sinasabi, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, ang mga circumstances ay hindi para yung sabi ko kanina, restrict or limit or stifle our potential. Pero ito yung paraan. Pero kailangan maging dissatisfied ka sa circumstances. Dapat hindi ganito. Ibig sabihin na hindi ka nahadlangan, but because of that circumstances, ay gusto mong mag-rise up above that. So you want to rise up, you are satisfied, you dissatisfied, you're angry with that situation, and you do something. Kagaya niyan na many times ay yung isang tao ay sabi niya, bakit kaya lagi akong naubusan ng pera, nagtatrabaho naman ako, nagtatights naman ako. So, anong ginawa niya? Kailangan may gagawin ako. Lord, give me ideas. So, yun, nagkaroon siya ng ideas, binigyan siya ni Lord ng ideas. So, ginamit niya yung kanyang potential, nagaling sa pagluluto at nagluto nga siya. Mga preservative na kanyang ginagawa, tusino, lumpia, hindi lang tusino, lumpia, tapos yung isa pa tapa, mga ganon. So, dahil dyan, siya ay nakapagtapos ng kanyang kumbaga, nakapagpatapos, ayan, ng kanyang mga dapat patapusin at naka-gain siya ng financial breakthrough at nakatulong sa kanyang purpose para matapos. So, ibig sabihin, huwag nating hayaan yung mga circumstances, kundi maging stepping stone, maging dissatisfied ka para meron kang gagawin, hindi para magalit, hindi para mag-aklas or anything that will affect or impact others negatively, but to help others, to help you na ilabas ang iyong potential. Many people know that they possess great potential, that they have a significant purpose in life, but they still fail to move beyond good intentions to experience the fullness of their lives. Why? Their comfort is greater than their passion. They are more concerned with fitting in than with standing out. So, mas gusto na lang nila na, hayaan mo na. Yung comfortable, yung sabi rito, mas pinili nila yung kanilang comfort zone kaysa yung kanilang passion. Mas nilamon sila ng kanilang comfortable zone than their passion to do that purpose, to fulfill that purpose. So, pwede rin pala na hindi ibig sabihin na, pwede rin pala na hindi mo matupad ang layunin mo kahit alam mo na. Pwede rin na mahadlangan ka because of the circumstances. So, dapat, kung naintindihan mo, nalaman mo ang iyong layunin, may passion ka, di ba? So, you should not allow your comfortable zone o yung minsan tinatawag natin na laziness na maghadlang sa atin para hindi natin matupad yung ating layunin sa buhay. Let our passion move us para i-fulfill yung ating purpose, yung ating layunin. Sabi nga, kahit mag-isa ka lang, remember we have only one audience, and that is our Creator. Siya lang yung ating audience. Natandaan mo, lagi kang may audience na nag-iisa, or hindi man lang siya isa, but we have our God. He is always there. He is always our audience. Remember, you'll never change anything that you are willing to tolerate. Yung sinabi ko kanina. Your Creator wants you to consciously choose to fulfill your purpose and maximize your potential because in so doing, you will bring glory to His name. So, yung sinasabi natin, I will do this for God's glory. Pero kung pinili natin yung comfortable zone natin, hindi na natin to pa rin yung ating layunin, we will not bring glory to our God. But, we will become stagnant at hindi mapaparangalan yung ating tagapaglikha. Masasayang yung kanyang effort, masasayang yung binigay niya sa atin na gift. So, we should not tolerate, sabi niya rito, what we are willing to tolerate will never be changed. Hindi ito mababago. So, God wants us to consciously choose to fulfill yung ating purpose. Gusto niya na lagi nating i-remind yung ating sarili na dito ako sa mundong ito dahil sa layunin ng ating tagapaglikha at binigyan niya ako ng potential. At kapag ito yung ating iniisip lagi, kapag ito yung ating nasa isipan, kapag ito yung ating motivation, at kapag ito yung ating ginagawang kumbaga pangpalakas o strength or para magpatuloy, para remind us so that we will bring glory to the Father. Hindi mapapahiya yung ating Ama sa langit, kundi siya ay mapaparangalan kapag tayo ay determined, consistent. So, ibig sabihin kapag tayo ay naging stagnant, pinili natin yung ating comfortable zone and our status quo, it means God is not being glorified. Tayo ay makakapagbigay ng karangalan sa ating tagapaglikha kapag tinutupad natin, tinutuloy yung layunin ng Diyos at hindi natin pinili yung ating comfortable zone. So unfortunately, history gives evidence of only a few rare individuals who, driven by a passion to achieve a cherished vision in their hearts, initiated their own deliverance, rose above the tide of the norm, and impacted their generation and ours. So kunti lang sa history. Do you want to be among the few para maging part ng history that will bring glory to the Father? Hindi man, or sabi mo, hindi ko naman yung hinahangad. O hindi mo hinahangad na maging part ng history. Just fulfill God's purpose. Just be determined and decide and determined to fulfill God's purpose for your life. So, God will be glorified. And we will impact our generation. Kasi remember, hindi lang yung ating Ama sa langit ang mag-glorify, kundi matulungan natin yung ating henerasyon. So, kapag hindi tayo nagpapatuloy, hindi natin nagawa, natupad, or pinili na nating manatili sa ating status quo at comfortable zone, hindi lang tayo nakakapagbigay, hindi lang na nawalan na tayo ng saysay or hindi na tayo nakapagbigay ng karangalan sa Lord, kundi maapektuhan pa yung susunod na henerasyon. They will suffer the consequence. But if we continue to pursue the purpose, fulfill the purpose God has given us, ibig sabihin ay mabibigyan natin ng karangalan ng ating tagapaglikha. Pagkatapos ay magkakaroon ng impact yung ating buhay at sa ating sa susunod na henerasyon at matutulungan natin ma-benefit yung susunod na henerasyon. So napakahalaga na tuparin natin yung ating layunin. A second significant key to maximizing potential is the unassuming benefits of crisis. Crises as defined by author Dick Lader are life's wake-up calls. These alarms are often the catalysts that impel us to become fully conscious of our mediocre lives. So, ibig sabihin, ito daw yung alarm natin, warning, nagwa-warning sa bawat isa sa atin at maging dahilan, catalyst para iwaksi natin yung ating pagkaroon ng magiging status quo or mamuhay ng pangkaraniwan. So, remember, sabi niya rito, ito yung paraan upang or wake up call, o gumising ka, inaallow ni God yung mga crisis na yan to help us para mag-isip, ma-alarm tayo na kailangan natin iwaksi yung buhay na pangkaraniwan dahil tayo ay dinisinyo na mamuhay na di pangkaraniwan. Ibig sabihin, hindi ka namuhay na ordinary lang, mediocre lives, or pangkaraniwan, but you are designed to live an extraordinary life. It means mamuhay ka supernaturally dahil tinutupad mo ang iyong layunin sa buhay because you will go and make a difference. Hindi mo iniisip to make a difference, but you are just concerned and determined to fulfill your purpose. Whatever circumstances, whatever crisis, ay magiging wake-up call natin yon at maging catalyst para tayo ay makapagbigay karangalan sa ating tagapaglikha at magkaroon ng impact ang ating buhay sa susunod na henerasyon at ma-enjoy nila yung benefits ng ating ginawa. So, remember to fulfill your purpose. Remember your purpose. Pangalawa, that yung mga bagay-bagay, circumstances, crisis ay catalyst to wake us up, or they are the wake-up calls, the warning for us, alarm for us, para makapagpatuloy tayo at mamuhay, iwaksi natin yung pagiging pamumuhay na pangkaraniwan, kundi di pangkaraniwan, kundi you will live an extraordinary life and you will enjoy your life. Thanks for watching. God bless. So, if you are blessed with this video, don't forget to leave a comment below.